Laughable that the way the charge sheet is drafted, it appears someone was just doing it this morning to confuse and convince the public that something has been done, that Miguna has been charged at Kajiado. But it is clear to me that I think the state does not want to produce Miguna to be seen by the public, and certainly that can only be explained by possibility of having been tortured over the weekend and up to now.
Is there constitutional order in Kenya?
Completely, it's like we have suspended the Constitution. And who has suspended the Constitution? The very authority that is supposed to uphold the Constitution. So you cannot say there is Constitution in Kenya anymore, or that we are leaving the Constitution when a court of law, High Court, the order of the High Court is ignored. The Inspector General of Police was ordered to be here this morning. He has given the excuse that he's attending a meeting, which has never happened in any jurisdiction, not any civilized jurisdiction.
Thank you so much. All right, guys. So we are at Milimani High Court. Apparently, it's alleged that Miguna is in Kajiado, but we are not really sure about it. So let's just follow the guys and see who's going to find on the way.
It's a disgrace. I mean, the very courts that gave legitimacy to Jubilee's election, right, is the very courts that they're choosing to disrespect. So for me, it's a shame that this is happening. And then when you're using one court to pit another court, I mean, this is the High Court, and then you have a magistrate's court in Kajiado allegedly having seen Miguna this morning. Yesterday, there was an order to present him at 2 o'clock. He wasn't presented. This morning at 9 o'clock, the IG and who else? IG and who was supposed? They were supposed to be in court today. They were ordered to be in court today. And basically, they say they're in meetings. I mean, how can they say they're in meetings? How can meetings be more important? I think there's a lot of tension that is building up right now. And the only reason that we believe that he is not being presented, either something has happened to him or he's in a position where he's been tortured and they don't want to present him to the public, you know. So what the thing is, right now, this is the second day, 2 o'clock, 9 o'clock, we think that Miguna has been tortured by the state and the state is not willing to bring him here. Why take him to Kajiado when we are here and the court has ordered? And then the charge sheet that was presented to the court from Kajiado is defective. Apparently, National Police should have been the one bringing up the charges. It's being brought up by Kenya Police, which is a non-entity, stamped in Nairobi, and it's a charge sheet for Kajiado. I hope that this court will uphold the rule of law, because, you know, when everything else caves in, when things fall apart, the center should hold. And the center now is the judiciary. This is their time to actually uphold the Constitution of Kenya. The right to access to medical. If he is unwell and he needed to have his medical, his asthma pump, he should have been given. If he needed to be hospitalized, he should have been hospitalized. Access to your lawyer, that is mandatory. His lawyers have been denied access. And then I also I'm questioning this idea of taking him to strange courts and then saying that, oh, we can't bring him up because there's a public out there. I mean, they never have a problem with the public in terms of NASA being out anyway. They tear gas us with everything they've got. So why can't they tear gas the people in the courts where they've taken Miguna? And actually, I mean, so who's ruling? It's almost like there's those that can be tear gassed and those that cannot be tear gassed. Because in Lari, they said, oh, the public is out here. Well, that's a bit insane. So the police seems to be manipulated by a certain community, and I think that is wrong. All right? At the end of the day, you know, we're going to end up with a lot more chaos if they don't do the right thing. And I think it's important that Miguna is seen. He has a family. He has children. All right? They want to know that he's alive. They want to know that he is well. And I appeal to the state to follow the court orders. Present Miguna dead or alive. Present him.
Can I just add something? I think I've spoken to this matter, and I want to agree with the Honorable Pasaris that we have a feeling serious conviction. We are convinced that Miguna has been tortured and the state does not want him to come out and the public to see him the way he is. I want to just say this as the national chairman of ODM, that if by 3, as we have been told, that the judge is going to make a ruling, that Kenyans will not be able to see Miguna today, our supporters across the country, tomorrow we should be on the streets demonstrating peacefully. Because I think this matter has gone beyond. Yeah, so order. So I think enough is enough. We have taken up. Enough is enough. The people must now take back the power. If the judiciary cannot be respected, then we cannot continue any further. This is a matter that cannot be tolerated any further.
We want our son dead or alive. We want our son dead or alive. We are not going to
All right, so Mr. Mbadi has specifically said that if Miguna is not presented today by 3 p.m., they're going to demonstrate tomorrow, and there's going to be a very, very big chaos in the street, all right? So we hope that Miguna will be presented from wherever he is, and actually they said the judge cannot give an order because cannot give it an ordering because it's alleged that Miguna was presented in the court that is in Kajiado. So we are not very sure about it because he has not been seen, he has not been heard. So you can look at the surrounding and what guys are saying. and guys are actually started to get aggressive towards the media.
Now, we've just been from the court. The Inspector General of Police, Joseph Boynet, and the Director of Criminal Investigation, Mr. Kinoti, were supposed to be in court this morning to produce Miguna. Now, those two officers have disobeyed a court order. They have refused to appear before the courts. Instead, they have delegated this responsibility to very junior officers who have come to court and sought to explain the whereabouts of Miguna. We are not satisfied with the attempt by the Director of Criminal Investigation and the IG to go against the court order. And we've made it quite clear to the court that we will not be satisfied other than by full compliance with this order. The court has therefore said that it will deliver its decision at around 2 in the afternoon. In the meantime, the State Attorney from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, Mr. Mutuku, has been directed to come back to court at 11 a.m. to give an indicator to the court whether the claim that Miguna is now being taken to Kajiado Law Courts is correct. Because we have seen a very spurious draft charge that is almost similar to the one that they made against Honorable TJ Kajwang last week on 1st of February, that they are charging him with the offense of witnessing and supporting the oathing of Raila Odinga on the 30th of January as the President of the Republic of Kenya. He's also being accused of attending a public gathering that was not authorized. Of course, these charges are baseless, and it cannot be understood why, despite an order that was made by the court 4 days ago, the police continue detaining Miguna. And look, I want to call upon the legal fraternity to take note that we have reached a situation whereby the police are using the judicial process through certain magistrates. And for a fact, we need to point out who these magistrates are. The magistrate who gave an order that was used to bomb Miguna's house is Kenneth Cheruyot. Now, we are made to understand that another magistrate in Kajiado wants to take a plea that has been put before her or him in respect of Miguna Miguna. Yet there is a court order suggesting that Miguna ought to come to court. I think to uphold the dignity of the court, the magistrates must understand that they cannot act in contravention of the decisions of the court. For now, let's wait what the decision of the court will be at 11 and 2, and then we'll update you further.
Do you have the purple ribbon, eh?
So guys, you've heard the proceedings, and guys are getting a bit rowdy here. Just show them. Guys are a bit rough.
I can remove it. Move it to straight.
Provided I'm on the right path and I'm crying with other Kenyans. I'm crying like a mother. The other day you killed Musando. Until today, we don't know who killed Musando and why he was killed. We don't know who killed Musando and we don't know why he was killed. We are demanding for our general to be brought here, dead or alive. Today, not tomorrow. Yes.
Aletwe sasa. Tulikuwa huru kwa sisi wakuje watushike mpaka sisi. Sio Miguna peke yake. Tulikuwa huru kwa watu milioni 1. Wakuje watushike hapa vile tuko kabla watu wa Migori waingie Nairobi Central Police. I myself I witness Raila Amolo Odinga the people president akichukua kitabu. Sio Miguna ndiye alibeba kitabu. Ni Raila Amolo Odinga. Wakuja waende washike Raila waone kama hii Kenya itakuwa Kenya. Itakuwa kama Somalia nimerudia. Itakuwa kama Somalia nimerudia. Let them try to arrest people's president. Even today they will know. They will know we were serious.
If they have killed Janyando, I am telling you, this country will burn. It will burn. We will not wait for them to kill us one by one. We will rather deal with them. I am telling you, it is true.
Me as myself.
Produce Miguna Miguna.
All right, guys. So what do you think about it? So let me collect opinions from guys outside. So we're still inside Milimani Courts, and as you've heard, Miguna Miguna is not here. He's alleged appeared in a court in Kajiado. So we want to move outside and find out from guys who are outside what they think about the court proceeding. Yeah. So we are outside the Milimani Courts, and now let me find a few people that I can actually interview. Hi ladies, habari zenu? We are from Past Life. So mmesikia proceeding?
No.
So apparently Miguna hajatokea.
No, Miguna is not around.
So what do you think about the whole thing?
I don't know why they're disobeying court orders. They're supposed to be obeying court orders and to produce Miguna here. I don't know why they're not producing Miguna. All people want to see is Miguna. Yeah.
So do you think Miguna is alive or dead?
I'm not sure.
Samendu, what's your opinion?
According to me, I think they should just produce him for the people to be contented that he's still alive. Otherwise, it will not be so good since all they want is to see him. That's all they want.
So Honorable Mbadi has said that if Miguna is not produced by the end of the day, like 3 p.m., he's going to order demonstrators to be on the street tomorrow. Will you be part of it?
Yes, I'm a citizen of Kenya, so together we stand. And yeah, because it's supposed to be justice to be made. And if at all he's not produced, I doubt whether it will really be justice that we are fighting for in this country. Yeah.
All right, guys, look at the sight and sound of Milimani Courts. Guys are being rowdy. What do you think of today's court proceeding? Should we wait up to 3 p.m. and find out whether Miguna will be presented here or not?
Okay.
So this is how it looks like outside Milimani Court. Guys are teasing the police. They are throwing stones. I think we should move. Also wanatupia mawe polisi. Oh my God. Musa, we need to be ready. I don't know why guys are getting rowdy at the police. They are throwing stones at them, so... Yeah. So on that other side, there's a fight that's erupting on that end. Guys are too rowdy.
They're just cleaning Rainer's court. After winning, they vanish. We are telling these people, if they will not produce Miguna today, not tomorrow, today. We don't want today. I'm telling Matiang and Boynet, you will kill me, and I'm ready to die because of Miguna. These government MPs, the lack of bad, the lack of what, we hate them. We don't want them. We want Miguna today, not tomorrow. And we are telling Matiang and Uhuru Kenyatta, if you don't understand those big issues of Miguna, that's why you are arresting him. Because Miguna is landed. Miguna is landed. And we are saying this to the press. I don't fear dying. I will die. After all, we have been killing very many people. We are saying Miguna justice denied. It's justice delayed. Communist power. Communist power. Communist giving. Justice denied is justice delayed. Miguna, no peace in my law. No Miguna, no peace. We are telling Matiang. Rule number 1. Come on, Rule number 1. Miguna must be produced today. Yes. Rule number 2. We want Miguna. Yes. Rule number 3. We are going to die because of Miguna. Yes. Rule number 4. We are dying with Miguna.
Yes. And we want Miguna today, dead or alive. We are not going to take another chance. Let them tell us the truth. Whether Miguna is alive or dead.
No peace. No Miguna.
No peace.
No Miguna.
No peace.
No Miguna. No peace. No Miguna.
Alright guys, as you can see, that's what guys are saying. And on the other side, the police who are in that lorry have gotten out. It's kind of they're getting ready or geared up for anything that might happen.
Parking.
All right, guys. So it's alleged that the judge will not be able to give a ruling because apparently Miguna was presented to the Kajiado court, which has the same supremacy as the court here. So we are not really sure whether Miguna alitokea Kajiado or not. So he'll give his ruling at 11 p.m. and we're going to be doing that for you. So guys, keep it at Plus Live Kenya. I'm looking worried because on the other side guys have started getting rowdy, so no wonder we're like that. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. At 11 after the court ruling, we'll still be here to give you the news.